Here, we're just editing photos, right? Oh, it is chilly. And me wonder is to get your thoughts if you're okay with me. What's up, everyone? We are here. Yeah, as you saw in the title, it is super rainy today, and we're talking about going for a incredible hike. But A, the wildflowers aren't quite blooming yet, and B, it's awful. It's awful outside. So today's just gonna turn into a recovery day. I got a nice off-field drink. They're good for getting after it, and they're good for recovering. So, cheers, everyone! Cheers to Sunday. Hey, Clint, what's up, man? Hope you're having a fantastic day as well. I know you said you got some more chores to do, so hopefully that's going well. Let's see. I'm gonna connect my headphones to my computer this time, so that way we can put on some Helsing. I think that's how you pronounce it. Nice. It's It's like, let me make sure how I put these in pairing mode. I think you hold down this button. Oh, that's the steering button. Hey Jackson, what's up, dude? KCEMC, what's up, man? Guess what? It got me. Okay, start with pairing phones off and then hold the volume button for 5 seconds. Call you a good boy. We got a lot of interesting people here in the chat. I am curious though about the whole P Diddy situation. Not gonna lie. I appreciate that, Chad. We are so close to. Let me see right now. We're really close to 2,000. Let's see. And I guess it's some. I look like your neighbor. Oh, right on. Might as well put my merch store up here in the. Welcome, Mark. Thanks for tuning in. I might as well put my link to my store up in here. You know. This is. I'm also wearing. Thanks, Michael. I appreciate it. This is my Halloween hoodie from last year. It's no longer in the store anymore, but there will be another Halloween design. There will be a Halloween design in the coming up this year. So yeah, stay tuned for that. But how's everyone doing today? Hopefully you're having a fantastic day today. We were supposed to, my girlfriend and I were going to go on a hike, but then unfortunately, um, when I was taking my dog for a walk, I'm just like, it's so freaking cold out and it's awful. It is not hiking weather. I don't really want to be outside, to be honest. So like, you know what? Let's just what time is it right now? It is 10:42 a.m. Bubbles, you want to be a mod? Unfortunately, we're kind of at our maximum for the mods. I appreciate the interest though. So right now, sorry. If any of them leave, I'll let you know. I'll keep you in mind. 1:43 a.m. or p.m. Where are you watching from? Oof, in the morning. Goodness gracious. So our guy Clint, he's like probably one of my best YouTube friends right now. I don't mean right now like it's gonna change or anything, but um, it's 1:43 in Pennsylvania. That doesn't seem quite right. Oh, afternoon. Oh, gotcha. Okay, that makes more sense. Anyways, Clint left us. He turned us on to this group called Hellung, and I've been listening to the song Kriegs Galder. This is my third time listening to it today. It's really great to have in the background. But if you guys have any questions for me, yesterday when we live streamed, we were we looked up alternate timelines if the Vikings never got wiped, or not wiped out, so to say, but like uh, diluted basically through Christianity. So that was kind of a fun rabbit hole to fall down. Do I play any games? Yeah, actually. I mean, today I only play on my Switch. I have an Xbox, but I like playing on my Switch more. Heilung is how it's pronounced. Oh, good to know. Um, I play Fortnite. I've been playing Warhammer 40K. I finally figured out. I got through the tutorial. Yeah, I appreciate Fortnite. And, that kind of made me think about last night's final thoughts, where we were talking about like parental supervision and stuff like that, and like video games and like that game is, at the end of the day, it is like violent, right? But it's crazy how super young kids um, tune into that and they play that game and they're talking about like killing each other and stuff, and I'm like, goodness gracious. Like I'm 34, so I'm able to dissociate. Is that the right word? Like I understand that that's just a video game, right? So it's a video game, just like Grand Theft Auto is a video game, but it is kind of concerning, the kids that play those games and then they think that that's okay to do in like real life and shit like that. Like, sorry, sometimes swear words are just gonna come out. Um, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Am I Sigma? I don't know what that means. Let's see what. I got a separate chat window here just to. What does it mean to be Sigma? Okay, hear me out. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's exactly what it said here. I don't think so, because I do have a girlfriend and I got a great I got a great friend group and a great support system, so I don't really consider I got a pack of wolves with me. But traits of a Sigma personality here. Independent thinker, yeah, I could consider myself that. Lone wolf mentality, doesn't rely on a social circle for validation. Yeah, I validate myself. I'm high self sufficiency, can handle challenges alone, doesn't seek approval. Yeah, bingo. Minimalist social interaction, engages with people selectively rather than out of obligation. Oh yeah, 100%. Mysterious and reserved. Yeah. Strong inner motivation. Driven by personal goals rather than external rewards. Absolutely. Adaptive and strategic. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, you could say that. Sigma versus Alpha. Alpha leads a pack, thrives on status, and enjoys being in charge. Nah. Thanks, Bubbles, for stopping by. Appreciate it. And then a Sigma moves alone, does not seek leadership roles, but can lead when necessary. Yeah, I guess you could say. I guess you could say that. This concept is often romanticized in self-improvement and red pill communities, but in reality, personality is more complex than rigid categories. People who resonate with the Sigma label usually identify with being independent, introspective, and self-reliant. So yeah, hey Jason, what's up, dude? Long time no see. How's the fiberglass world? And I'm only saying that so I remember who you are. I remember which Jason you are. My niece keeps calling me a Sigma, and it's only because she knows of my past. It's interesting how like the younger generation keeps throwing around words like that and stuff, and I'm just like, am I this or am I that? Like, no, I'm me. I'm flying 90. Like, why do I need to label myself as one thing or the other? But yeah, I'm just working on these family photos. I'm currently on photo 168 out of 617. And then KC EMC asked if I have any pets. Yeah, I have two dogs, two Jack Russell Terriers. One's Higgins and one's Charlie. Higgins is my old man. He's like 13 or 14. And then Charlie's, how old are you now, buddy? Like 1.5? Yeah, around like 1.5. I like that. There's Clint. There's a. I don't like to quote him too much because I actually met him and he was kind of a douche. He wasn't a big fan, right? But his name is. He's an artist called Big B, and he has this song called Hooligan. And the line goes, "I am what I am, and that's all that I am. I am what I am. I'm a hooligan." And when you that line or that what you just said made me think of that. Job is slowed down. Only working 4 days a week now. Ooh, that is rough. That does suck. The fire academy. There will be months where I work every single day for the week. Like week after week after week, and then like next month I'm only working. I got my schedule, my planner right here. I don't know about you guys, but I like keeping a physical like paper planner with me instead of using my phone. Yeah, next week I only work 5 days out of the entire month. Like, that's freaking wild. But then last month I worked, like pretty much every day every week, every day for every week for that entire month. So it's an ebb and a flow. Hopefully, I shoot photography for this event company. Sorry, I just ate lunch, so I'm burping. I shoot photography for this event company, so they should have two events next month, and we'll see if I'm lucky enough to get hired. They do kind of wait a little bit until the last second to reach out to me to check my availability. So I'm like, what the heck? Why? Why can't you? I don't really feel too respected as a professional, more or less. But that's neither here nor there. Oof, made my arms tired. You trained today. Nice. I'd like to see a video, Clint, of you actually, or not actually, like I don't believe you. That sounded rude. But like, it'd be fun to see a video of your training, if that was something you wanted to film yourself doing. But dang, we're up to 5 likes already? Heck yeah. And just it's funny, not funny. Hate I use that word quite pretty loosely, I guess. Um, when we were talking about like, oh, we should go to Iceland and check it out. You're like, yeah, we should make a video of that. At the end of this month, we're going on a trip for my girlfriend's birthday, and she got me this plaque here. Let me get it really quick. Boy, she got this. She got this made for me when I passed 100 days of vlogging in a row. So I was just thinking to myself, like, are we gonna? Are you like? I asked her like straight up. I was like, just be honest with me. Like, let me put this back because I don't have much room on my desk. I was just curious because like this trip is for her birthday, so I just wanted to make sure it was okay with her that I, like took like an hour or so at the end of we're going for 2 nights. Um, that it was okay with her because of it's her birthday. So like, are you okay with me taking like an hour or so at the end of the day to just bang out my video really quick? Um, so I'm curious what her thoughts are. If worse comes to worse, I mean, I'll still film, but the videos will just get delayed. And so I don't really consider that the streak will be going on. Even though I'm still filming, like I don't think the streak will continue unless this is my personal opinion, that like if I don't upload or get a video every single day, then the streak will be over. I'm just trying to get somebody to film it, man. That's the only thing holding me back right now. And I want to get my Viking out. Yeah. See, this is why we need to live closer to each other. You're looking for a filmer. I'm a filmer. We could just do a lot of cool shit together. Cancel the shipments. Oh, what the heck? That's weird, Jace. Like, not weird, but that's wild. I do believe, and I don't know if you guys tune into this belief too, but the universe kind of works in certain ways where you'll get like breaks in your work. I know we all need money and stuff to pay the bills, but I feel like the universe kind of gives us a little break in our work to like help us recharge and re-energize. It's kind of the same thing, like relax and recharge, because then a lot of work will be coming up. And I know I just felt that for myself too. When I got fired from the farm, or let go is more a way to say it. I kind of had like a few days off to just rest and chill, and the next thing you know, I'm like hit with all of this work, and it's like, oh, thank goodness I had this time to chill and do it for myself. Have a little time for myself. If you guys are interested in off-field, on all my videos since I've been on the team, there's my promo code or my linked, and you can get $5 off your first order, and they're super good. They're really, really great drinks. Their whole motto is "Movement Made Happy." We are for 21 years and older, but just check out their website. Let them know Flying 90 sent you. Yesterday it was just awful outside, so I drank one of their drinks before going out on a run. And, just it made me happy. And that video actually comes out in an hour and 4 minutes now. I got a PR too on my 5K and my mile time and my 2 mile time, which is pretty freaking sweet. Jason, did the airlines cancel it because of weather, or is it because of like a supply and demand issue? Tower climbing, is that where you like climb there were like those radio towers, and then you like change the light bulb out and stuff like that? or we see him climbing up, and they have the helicopters that lift him up, and then you line them up, and then you bolt them all together, and you climb up the next one. Like, dude, that's freaking gnarly. I'm definitely scared of heights, so that kind of makes my insides like climb up into my, I mean, my outsides climb up into my insides, if you know what I mean. We're all dudes here, right? Like, golly. But yeah, don't they pay him like it's like 14? Oh, it's starting to rain now. They get paid like 14 grand every time they change out one of the light bulbs on those towers. Like, that's freaking gnarly. My hats go off to those guys. My hats go off to you, Jason, for wanting to do that too, dude. You got it. Down, three. So she did say that it was super cool to just edit. Like, yeah, heck yeah. She's like, I know you're not gonna be on it all day, so it's fine. Like, yeah, I import my footage really quick, bang out the edit, and then just, boom, upload. Sweet. You know, like we talk about you know, like relationships here and there, and I definitely have a freaking solid ass woman. Yeah, I know, right? That's that's sad. Like what did we come up with his name? The the wind is howling right now with the rain, so it's just making all the doors rattle. Turkey, right? Turkey was a big fan of your live stream, so I wonder if his. Do you think his dad will let him watch him from where he is, like, or do you think it's gonna be just like a kind of end all communication? Second question too: Does mom? Are they gonna have like a split custody kind of thing, or like mom will get him on the weekends or every so often, so you'll still see him? 'Cause, you know, he's not just being out of your life. He's also, I mean, sorry, he's not just out of his mom's life. He's also out of yours. And Turkey, yeah, okay, that's what I thought so. You know, it's sad. I think he's really gonna miss out on a lot of stuff that you're able to teach him from your point of view and your life lessons. Mm. Well, that's too bad. I do wish the best for Turkey, though. Is it just his dad out over there? So it'd just be them two? Like, there's not like a stepmom. Obviously, there's not an Uncle Clint in the picture. Hey, Jen, welcome to the stream. Is the race on yet? I always get so jacked up when they post the times in East Coast time. 3:30. 3:30 in Texas. Okay, so that's like 1:30 for me then. Is it a is it a whatchamacallit? Yeah, Max is a whatchamacallit. um let's see here. I'm looking it up online. Is it a road course? Or is it a an oval? Kind of looks like a, oh, it's a A road course. I'm thinking. One hour, 27 minutes, and 32 seconds. I'm not a big. I don't know. What do you think, Jen? I'm not a big fan of road courses. Yeah, it's a 2.356 mile road course. I don't like road courses for NASCAR. I like road courses for that kind of racing. Um, mm, I feel that, Clint. Yeah, it gets a little too personal, especially from like the uncle's perspective, right? Boy, gosh, you guys, last night, my hip was just hurting so bad. I couldn't really put much weight on my left hip, or like basically my left leg, and it really made sleeping awful last night. I slept pretty crappy. But then this morning I did like an hour and a half of yoga and finally got loosened up and then taking my dog for a walk. He's sleeping right now. Oh, he just woke up. If I say his name, he'll wake up, but he woke up anyways. That's my dog, Charlie. I got him from my. I wasn't planning on adopting a dog for my birthday, but stranger things have happened. Because I love Jack Russell Terriers. They're my favorite breed of dogs. Um, we're just gonna leave that minimized. And so Higgins, my other dog Higgins, he's a Jack Russell, but he's pretty old. So he has cataracts, so he can't really see too well, and he's also deaf. So I think his days are, sadly, to admit it out loud, just his days are kind of limited here. So we're just enjoying him as much as we can. And when I was on Instagram, I followed the Humane Society, and they posted a dog. They posted him, but his name was Pringles. He doesn't even respond to that name now. Nice. Um, and so I went to go. I was like, let's go just take a look at him. And next thing you know, he came home with us. Wow, that's crazy. 20 years. That sounds like you'd be perfect for that job. It is. I totally agree with that too, Jason. Like, when can I get to the point in my career or slash life where I can stop worrying about updating my resume, stop worrying about applying for jobs? Just like I just want to have a career job where I'm happy, I make plenty of enough money, and I don't have to worry about the BS anymore. And it sounds like even you, after 20 years, you still get the rug pulled out from underneath you randomly. Meanwhile, you have ladies on OnlyFans making $45 million a year. Like, that's what I want to know. Where are those dudes that are giving all these girls money? Where are they working? How are they getting their money? Because I'd like to work there to have that kind of disposable income. I wouldn't be spending it on OF models, but I'd like to be making that kind of money. Do you think that would be a breach in privacy if, when you're signing up for OF, as a subscriber? Was that how you call them? If you're signing up as a subscriber, you have to list what you do for employment. See you, Clint. I appreciate it. Thanks for stopping by and hanging out for a little bit. I'm sure we'll still be here. It's only been 30 minutes, so we'll probably be here for at least like another hour and a half, so to say. I'll probably be at least editing. Let's see here, for at least another hour and 20 minutes. So yeah, we'll be hanging out, and my phone's at 62%. So we got plenty of time to chill. It's a nice day here in the chat. Not a nice day outside, that's for sure. Oops. Basically, just when I'm editing photos, I have my colors set just how I like them, and then more or less it's just adjusting the horizon, making sure all the photos aren't all crooked and stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. I don't know if I'm necessarily scared of heights, but I'm scared of falling. And when I was a firefighter, we did this one training where we went up a quint. So the quint had a big ladder on it, right? I don't know if you know too much about fire engines and stuff, but ours was designed so it wasn't able to actually rest on the building. So there was like this much of a gap between the ladder and the building, and it was almost 100 foot. And so during this training, we're going up. We had a chainsaw in one hand, we're masked up, and the other hand's on the rail on the ladder, and that's not that thing is just going like this. It's like ever so softly, just kind of moving. And you're climbing each rung, and you look down, and you're like, golly, I could just fall right through this ladder, and I would die, And that's one of those situations where you just gotta grin and grit it, for lack of a better word, and just push through. And I'm still here, right? But yeah, stuff like that made me think. I was like, oh, heights are not my favorite. But then, like, if you think of, have you ever heard of this place in Zion called Angel's Landing? It's in Utah. Like, I don't have a problem being up on there. And there's some sections of that hike where you have to walk across like this kind of open rock face, and they have chains for you to hold on to. Like, I didn't really have a problem like that, but you look down and it's like, holy moly, this is like I couldn't even tell you how high up you are. Probably at least 1,500 feet, I would say. Pretty freaking gnarly. But it's a good hike. If you've never heard of it, I would look it up. Unfortunately, now Zion has become like all national parks, to be honest, because of Instagram and everyone wanting to get their photos and likes and all that crap. I mean, look at me, I'm outdoorsy. Um, it's just become so extremely popular. So now you have to there's a permit process and a lottery, and don't even get me started on that unless you want to. But we were just there in 2023, and we couldn't climb it because it was booked out. And all right, we got me started. You got me all fired up on it. It's doing the lottery system is kind of BS in my opinion. Um, like where it's you could like pre-order or get into the lottery ticket, right? Because so what if you don't show up that day? Then the spot's taken. This is no offense to everyone if you're not physically able, but I feel like when you sign up for a hike like that, you should be physically able to finish it, right? So say you get like halfway or less than that halfway, and you get pooped out. You're like, oh my gosh, this is not for me. Boom, you wasted another spot that someone that actually could do it could use. And so stuff like that, I just think it's kind of some total malarkey. A lot of people tell me that because I like outdoors and hiking and all that stuff, but I'm not a big fan of Alex Holdenord, the guy in that movie. I honestly think he's like a super douchebag and really full of himself. What was the other movie? I think it's called The Mountaineer. That guy dies. I think it's called The Mountaineer. I'm looking it up right now. I have seen The Summit. Oh, the Alpinist. Yeah, a documentary about Marc-Andre Leclerc, a Canadian solo climber who tragically died in an avalanche. That's a good movie. That one, gosh, I'm getting a little choked up right now thinking about it. Like, you started to tear up in that movie. It's heavy. That guy was wild. And it's interesting. So when I was a kid in the '90s, my dad was super into climbing, right? And who was the climber who did that rope, that static rope swing? Eventually lost his life too. Dean Potter, yeah. He did this stunt called the Mega Swing, and I remember seeing those movies. And in the '90s, like action movies were so cool. Like think of like Krusty Demons, just other stuff. Like they were just so raw. But then, oh wait, maybe that's not. Well, that sounds right. But I thought Dean Potter lost his life because of that. Hmm. Well, this is saying that Dean Potter died in Yosemite doing a wingsuit flight. Let's send a shoot little text to my father. Um, yeah, I remember like growing up watching that guy and his videos and stuff. That's just gnarly. Talk about heights. Mikey Pitts, welcome back. Hopefully you've liked and subscribed. So that's how you saw the notification. It's funny how we get on these total sidetracks. I'm like, I'm here editing photos, but then we just go down these rabbit holes of looking up stuff. But that's awesome. I appreciate it. That's what Sundays are for. Nice, dude. My new video comes out today in 45 minutes. 35 minutes now? Yeah, 45 minutes. What's time when you're just hanging out with your friends, right? Actually, you know what? Instead of putting my merch store, Joe. I hate to ask what his last name is on in this public stream, but I know a few Joes. Mikey, are you from around here? Joe Mama. He got me. That was a good one. That was a good one. We've had a lot of good jokes here in this stream today. Let's put my what am I doing here? Let's put my off-field link here in the chat. So if you guys want to treat yourself to some off-field products, you get $5 off your first order. So I would highly recommend checking them out. But you do have to be 21 and older. So this is a adults only stream. If you're wondering, maybe I shouldn't put that. We'll just keep it in my. That's my off-field link. I'd highly recommend checking out their products if you're of age. They're great for getting out. They're good for recovery. They're good for pre-workout. Their whole motto is "Movement Made Happy." And so as I'm editing photos today, just recovering because I did a pretty good run See you, Jason. Thanks for stopping by. Best of luck with your future endeavors, climbing towers. Really hope that works out for you. But I'm just enjoying one of the drinks right now as I'm editing photos. And out the window, looking out the window, I can see this giant bird just hanging out on the tiniest of branches too. And it's crazy how it's able to make that happen in this wind. It kind of seems like when birds perch up on things, they point themselves into the wind. Like birds are wild. Birds aren't real, man. They're just government listening devices, right? That's why they're able to land on power lines to recharge. About some serious conspiracy theories. I wonder if Jen's here. We should do a live stream during the race today. That's what I want to do with my buddy Eric too, the other one in the fantasy league. We've always talked about starting a podcast where we both, like after the race, we like shoot the breeze. And we talk about the race and highlights and stuff. But our schedules are so like all over the place that it's kind of impossible. He's coming back from camping right now too. But I'm sure he'll be back in an hour and 10 minutes. He doesn't live too far from where he's camping. Let's see. Yeah, what's everyone else doing today? Do we need to deep dive into more alternate timelines? All right. We could create one really quick here. I got an idea for one. Create an alternate timeline where Jeff Gordon never retired from NASCAR. That should be interesting. In this timeline, Jeff Gordon never steps away from full-time competition in NASCAR, altering the landscape of the sport and rewriting its history. 2008 to 2015. Continued dominance in battles with Jimmy Johnson. Jeff Gordon, still at the peak of his career, refuses to slow down. Instead of stepping back and eventually retiring in 2015, he pushes forward, determined to add more championships to his resume. His rival would... Oh, interesting. Okay. Oh, okay, here we go. His rivalry... I didn't know about this, if this is real or not. His rivalry with Jimmy Johnson intensifies as Gordon, under the Hendrick Motorsports umbrella, refuses to play second fiddle to his protege. By 2013, Gordon breaks through again, winning his 5th NASCAR Cup Series championship, snapping Johnson's dominance. In the 2014 and 2015 seasons see Gordon competing fiercely. No. It's just because of the off-field link. Sees Gordon, and so in 2015, sees Gordon competing fiercely with emerging stars like Kevin Harvick, Kyle Busch, and Joey Logano, proving he still has what it takes. 2016, the 94th victory in the chase for number 6. In the real timeline, Jeff Gordon stepped away after 2015, but here he stays in the number 24 Chevrolet and continues to fight for wins. In 2016, he scores his 94th career victory in Martinsville, tying David Pearson for second all-time in Cup wins. Richard Petty's at 200. The season ends with Gordon finishing third in the standings, proving he still belongs at the top. So then in 2017 to 2019, a championship comeback and the clash with the Young Guns. By 2017, the Young Gun wave is in full force. Gordon faces off against rising stars like Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney, and William Byron. In 2018, after a season-long battle with Kevin Harvick and Kyle Busch, Gordon wins his 6th Cup Series champion at the age of 47, tying him with Dale Earnhardt for second all-time. In 2019, Gordon earns his 100th Cup Series win at Sonoma, becoming only the second driver in NASCAR history to win triple-digit wins. So it ends. So this timeline does make him end in 2014 or 2024. So by 2022, Hendrick Motorsports introduced a transition plan, bringing in a young driver to split time with Gordon. So that must be Kyle Larson. In 2023, Gordon sets the record for the most career starts in NASCAR history, surpassing Richard Petty. And then finally, in 2024, at the age of 53, Gordon announces that the 2025 season will be his last, with a farewell tour lined up. How would he, let's see here, how would he do if he was 75 years old? That's gonna be funny. If Jeff Gordon was still racing at 75 years old, he would be rewriting the very definition of longevity in motorsports. 2046. At 75 years old, Jeff Gordon is well past the typical retirement age, but remains determined to keep racing. He now holds every NASCAR longevity record, most starts, most wins, most championships, and most decades raced. While no longer a championship contender, he still shows flashes of brilliance at tracks like Martinsville, Sonoma, where experience matters more than speed. Wait a second here. Wait, I cannot agree with this one. Performance on the track. Gordon has adapted to NASCAR's fully electric race cars. No, when NASCAR switches to electric vehicles, I'm done watching. Let's see what this thing says. Why do you think NASCAR will go fully electric? Are we out of fossil fuels here? So this is what ChatGPT has. Great question. While NASCAR hasn't announced a full transition to electric, there are reasons to believe it could happen in the distant future. But there's also a case for why it might never go fully electric. Thank goodness. So this is why NASCAR could go fully electric. Regulatory and environmental pressures. Governments worldwide are pushing for carbon neutral goals, and major auto manufacturers shifting towards EVs. Sponsors may demand sustainability efforts to align with their corporate values. Manufacturer interests. Ford, Chevrolet, and Toyota, the backbone of NASCAR, heavily investing in EVs. If their production cars become fully electric, they may pressure NASCAR to follow suit. Next-gen racing technology. Electric cars have instant torque, which could create a new style of racing with intense acceleration out of corners. NASCAR is already testing an electric prototype, signaling they're at least considering it. Public perception and new fans. Younger fans are more eco-conscious, and electric racing could attract a new audience. Formula E has already proven that why electric motorsports can be exciting. Lame. As far as like regulatory and environmental pressures, as long as Trump is still president, that's not going to happen. He should sign an executive order making sure that NASCAR stays gasoline, like natural burning combustion engines, the entire time. So here we go. This is why NASCAR might never go fully electric. NASCAR's identity is built on V8 thunder. The roar of engines and the smell of fuel are all part of the culture. Hell yeah. Many longtime fans would outright reject silent electric cars. Long distance races and pit stops, yep. Charging takes too long, whereas gas refueling is instant. Resistance of fans and drivers, yep. NASCAR fans are not the same as Formula E fans. Many prefer traditional racing. Amen. Even drivers like Kevin Harvick and Dale Earnhardt Jr. said they'd hate to see NASCAR go fully electric. I totally agree. In the distant future, maybe 2050, short track or exhibition races could be fully electric, but Cup Series cars will likely remain hybrid or biofuel powered. Bottom line, NASCAR won't rush to kill V8s, but it will evolve to stay relevant. If they can find a way to blend tradition with new technology, that's their best shot at survival. Would you still watch NASCAR if NASCAR went hybrid or electric, or would that kill it for you? It would kill it for me. 100%. And it's like they're trying, like that last part is like, um, what did it say? They want to stay relevant and attract a new audience. So what happened when Monster Energy was the main sponsor of NASCAR? Like, I went to one of those races during that time period, and it was honestly like kind of embarrassing for Monster. If you've ever been to like the X Games or anything like that, and Monster and Red Bull are there, they they bring a party to it, and they just definitely did not bring that to NASCAR. Even the Supercross race, you walk up to the Monster booth, you get a free Monster, and it's just that was not happening at NASCAR. And I think NASCAR really just missed the NASCAR and Monster just really missed the mark with each other. They thought it was going to be just a seamless kind of relationship, but it wasn't. They could have done better, in my personal opinion. I am bummed today though that today's a road course. I don't know. Road courses are for other cars, not NASCARs. Bring back like was it Bristol? Bristol or Martinsville that turned their course into a what oval? What short course? What short oval switched back to dirt? Yeah, Bristol in 2021. Bristol switched back to dirt, and that was awesome. More dirt, more tracks need to be like that. Many fans and teams wanted the traditional Bristol night race back, and the dirt race didn't quite capture the same energy. There were also complaints that the modern Cup cars just weren't suited for dirt. Most dirt tracks are the ones that never left dirt to begin with, like Eldora Speedway or Knoxville Raceway. More dirt tracks. The sport was born on dirt. Yep. The dirt track at Charlotte. Okay. I went by when I was in North Carolina. I went by a track there that was it was shut down. I can't remember which one though. If I could redo these photos, like reshoot them again, I would have. I'd like to have done my 70 to 200 lens. That would give a much cooler look when you're shooting down a hallway like that instead of just a fixed focus 50. But that's always how it is, right? Like you think of these things after or like while you're editing and when it's too late instead of like when you're there. But it's all good. I'm sure they're still gonna love these photos. They're pretty badass, if I should say so myself. Everyone that keeps popping in and leaving really quick, like, stay well. Subscribing's free. Hanging out's free. We could make a Discord too while we're here. Because I know some of you guys want to. Some of you guys have asked if I have a Discord myself. Let's see if it'll log in though without too many extra steps. I hate when it's like, oh, I know you put in your password and all of that stuff, but I did have a reading one. We can make a new one though. A new. Golly, it's windy out right now. We'll create a photo later. So what kind of channels do we need, guys? Like a general channel? Let's create some text for my Discord channel. Create one or a welcome message for the general chat. Welcoming everyone and rules about keeping it chill. And no minors. Sorry. Gosh, it is pouring down right now. Dumping. Holy moly. What's up, Anton? Welcome back. We're just hanging out right now. Editing photos. You got bad news? Uh-oh. We don't like bad news. Hopefully you're okay. You got a pen? Let's see. Do you guys know on this? If you're able to, like, I don't want to make it like a private channel, but I just want to make it so Is there a way to make it so, like, if you have like a rules part, like if other people can't like add to it? You're like, I just want the rules, and then that will be it. Like, I don't want anyone to be able to add to this page. We'll see though. If not, we'll just have to delete it. Classic Shuck, right? I'm also just right now, Clint, I'm making a Discord for myself. So all we have is a it's a lot, right? It's a lot to take on. We got general rules, self promo. Guess the rules should be up top, right? Self promo. What else would we need on there? Can you create a channel or things for us to check out the next time I'm live streaming for all of us to watch? Okay, that's what it's called. Next live stream watch list. That's what that's called. I guess we don't need that one pinned. It'll just be there. Yeah, it would be nice if Discord was a little bit easier to like add people to it. But I sent you an invite too, Clint. I'm sure you'll. GAC. Okay, let me look that up. It's a toy called GAC. Oh yeah. Okay, I remember this. Yeah, if you ever, you could like put your fingers in there and it would fart. The name GAC was supposedly inspired by a slang term for heroin, but Nickelodeon later distanced itself from that origin. It made a comeback in the 2010s with new formula. Yeah, I do remember it. And we also had Pogs, Creepy Crawlers, Light Brights for sure. And then by what, 96, 97, Pokemon cards came out. So then we deep dived into Pokemon cards. Yeah. Oh yeah, I do remember Beast Wars. Absolutely do. You know, everyone talks about how their generation was the best generation and their generation had the best stuff. Like, I think we had the best stuff. I mean, you're only 3 years older than I am, so we're right there together. That's good. Yep, I totally am there. See how much time we have left before the race. 45 minutes. So we got 45 minutes left here in the stream, gang. I'm gonna make it just a little bit darker. Just a little bit. I like that. So this photo shoot I did, the grandma of the group was water rescue. Oh, today is not a day for a water rescue. Or the mom of the group, I should say. Um, she was retiring, and they just surprised her with a photo shoot. Some of their, oh, and this is like the most people I've shot in a group photo. Let's see, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There's 16 of them. 3, yeah. Like, that's a lot of people in a group photo. I remember Rip Thorn. I remember that. I don't remember Beastmaster, though. Do you remember the show Junkyard Wars, though? Where they'd have two teams and they'd drop them off in a, hey, Jin, welcome back. They'd drop them off in a junkyard and they had like a week or 3 days or something to go through the junkyard and find all the parts and stuff and make these like really cool vehicles, and then at the end of the show they compete against each other. That was a good show. And I feel like shows like that really helped inspire people to want to be mechanics and do stuff with their hands. I remember the show I used to watch back when I was a kid and like obsessed with it was this show called Extreme 4x4, and it was with Jesse. Look it up. Who were the hosts of Extreme 4x4? Yeah, from 2003 2009. It was with Ian Johnson and Jesse Combs. Oh. Yeah, super loved watching it. And like my friends would all make fun of me, like, "Oh, you're just gonna go home and take a nap?" It's like, no, I'd want to go home and watch Extreme 4x4. That was a super good show. And then there's this other guy named Stacy David who did this show called Trucks. And shows like that, like really, um, got me inspired to want to work on cars and stuff like that. And when was the show out? Yeah, from 2003 to 2009. So that covered when I was in high school. I graduated in 2008. But all throughout high school, I took like automotive classes and stuff like that, and always have been really passionate about working on cars. And it's sad that they don't really have uh, that kind of stuff anymore, at least that I know of. I was able to meet Jessie Combs before she tragically passed away. There's this race kind of not by me, too more to say. That's a little bit of a push, but there's this race um, down in this place called Johnson Valley called King of the Hammers, where it's Ultra 4 racing, where it combines like desert, like Baja racing with rock crawling and stuff like that. And she was there. She raced in the Jeep class. But she passed away setting the high speed record for women out in the Bonneville Salt Flats. Remember Wild and Crazy Kids on Nickelodeon? That was one of the best compound. Yeah. There was that one. There was Legends of the Hidden Temple. I don't know if you guys remember that one. And there was the other one. What was show? The slime and other families. It was like a family competition one. Yeah, Family Double Dare, or just Double Dare. Yeah, that was a good one too. I don't know if you guys remember that at all. Boy, good times back in those days. I'm still listening to Hey Lung. I was. Now I'm listening to Monk Nor. I've already listened to all of their top songs apparently. But it's interesting, like, oh, you're still here. It's just hard to hear. I appreciate it. It's interesting how the view number like fluctuates. It goes from 2 to 0 to 1 to 0. It's like, just come on, YouTube, just stay consistent. If there's anything I really want to send you, Clint, it's an external battery pack phone charger. So you could just be charging your phone out in your RV, or if you're like live streaming, you could just plug that baby in and have kind of unlimited juice, more or less, and a really just solid Bluetooth speaker. We should just normalizing sending our friends care packages with stuff like that, like things we think they would like really benefit from and need. Because we all need a little something something here and there. Just, it's this. Who doesn't like surprises, right? Legend of the Hidden Temple, yeah. He likes listening to music really loud. What kind of music does your friend listen to? I did, Mikey, I tried that a little bit ago, just filling bottles. And I've been trying to figure out, like, when the best time is for that. Because one day I was just filling bottles and it got like almost 13,000 views of just watching me fill bottles. But then I tried it again around the same time and it didn't really do so well at all. So I don't understand what the difference is in times and people watching. There's a show. It was on. What show was it exposing? How awful. Nickelodeon shows were. I think it was on Netflix or Hulu, and talked about Amanda Bynes and the producer for that show, and what a creep Yeah, it's super awesome. So the TV show I was thinking of is called The Dark Side of Kids TV, and it was a 5-part documentary series that talked about Dan Schneider's tenure at Nickelodeon. How he created shows like All That, The Amanda Show, Drake and Josh, and iCarly, and it brings to light allegations from former actors and staff about Schneider's behavior, including claims of verbal abuse, inappropriate conduct, and creating a toxic work environment. The Amanda Bynes experience, like they had episodes of her with like him in a hot tub, and it's like that's just kind of weird to be in a hot tub with a child. Quiet on Set, I think that's what it was called. Oh, it's interesting. It's interesting the delay here. Uh, oh, but yeah, High is so great. It's really great to work to, like when you got to do stuff like editing photos and kind of thing. You just want like something just with like a great beat in the background. Big fan. Oh wow, that's pretty neat. What's your thoughts on like Amazon, Clint? Just in general, like shopping on there, because excuse me, Anchor makes some really really sweet stuff. Like, oh, sorry, Charlie, I didn't mean to wake you up, buddy. I picked up this. I bought this for myself for Christmas. I keep it in my backpack because I'm always going to work, right? Um, this is one of their Prime chargers. It's just a wall plug charger, but it puts out, it's freaking badass, 100 watts, so it can recharge your phone like really really fast. Basically, recharge anything really fast, and it's actually designed to charge a laptop or tablets and stuff. But since I'm at work, I'm charging like my phone and my GoPro batteries all at the same time. I really wanted a charger that could like put out that kind of horsepower, so to say. And 10 out of 10 recommend it. But I know Anchor makes some like really cool solar panel charging stuff. My friend likes to listen mostly rap, but right now they're feeling country rock and roll music. Oh, nice. Yeah, I don't really tune into too much rap, to be honest, either. Um, I don't know, especially like modern rap. I just can't understand it. Like literally, I don't know what they're saying, especially with that mumble rap. Care packages. That's what might sending you. Dude, that'd be super awesome. Could you imagine some like badass like incorporating that into the videos? I think if I had a walking stick with that was made with like snake skin on it, I'd feel so much more badass out there on the trails, and other snakes would respect it. They'd be like, "Whoa, watch out!" They, I think they'd call me the Snake Man or something with his beard. Um, like you don't want to f with that guy. He's got a snake skin on his staff. At least that's just how I imagine the snakes feeling. Shoot, and yeah, you actually asked me to remind you to talk about the difference between the western rattlesnakes that we have out here and the eastern ones on your next stream. But if we're dual live streaming tonight, like you talked about, I'll try to bring that up again. I remember to bring that up. Let's see. Clint made it. Jen, I sent you an invite. I made a Discord channel for myself too. And I sent you an invite. We need some boosts. Let's see. Yeah, I like that. You have to apply to join. That seems appropriate, right? Hey, Mirla, welcome. I was trying to post the. Let's see. Here, we'll post this into. We'll make this the pin number. Oh, interesting. I didn't even know that existed. You know, it's interesting. And maybe this is like a little bit of jealousy talking, but um, you know, as like a dude, so then we just pinned our Discord into the chat. Um, it's interesting what like, and this is no offense to females, but have you guys ever heard of this girl named Hannah Barron? She's like a she's like a fisherwoman. She's not a fisherman. She's a woman. Um, she likes fishing, hunting, doing like outdoorsy stuff. Like she's like a redneck, right? Um, Super nice, friendly woman. I have absolutely nothing against her. I'm not talking shit. But it's funny to me how now all of her videos lately that she's posting, she's in a bikini for the thumbnail, right? And it's like dudes would never get away with anything like that. They're not gonna get them clicks and stuff. Oh, hey, my video for today came out too. Oh dang. Okay, gang, we should end our stream right now and let's go over to Aaron's stream. She just started streaming. So we should end our stream and we should all go over to Aaron's stream and check her out. Or if you guys want to watch my stream and then we go to her stream too. On this rainy day over here. That'd be super cool. Yeah, heck yeah. Yeah, let me know. Shoot me a text. Actually, I could. It looks like we can stay. We could still stay streaming on my channel, but on my computer now I am watching Aaron's stream. Thanks to Clint and Gary for tuning us into her. What a legend. Absolute legend. At 5 p.m. tonight. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good to me. Let me know whatever you guys, whatever you and Jen decide to do. Yeah, let me know. I'm super happy to either go 5 or at 9. But that'll be what, 3 my time and then 7. All 7. It's either 3 or 7. Oh. Yeah, I'm super game though. Yeah, let me know. If I'm not sleeping, if right. Because yeah, it's if a 9 p.m. in Clint's time, if it's not in Clint's time, it's like what, 11? 11 in North Carolina? So Gary must. Gary's her husband, right? You can hear Gary in the background. Right? It would be cool if all of us could go over there. She's got 13 people watching her right now. Where does, um, where's Erin from? Where does she live? It says it's 7 p.m. there. Let's just ask because it keeps the chat alive, right, for her channel. Watching. Um, where, it's- where are you guys? All right, I think we've all made our way over to. Oh, interesting. They said they're in Canada. Oh, where? So we're gonna end our stream here. We're just gonna be hanging out in Aaron's. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me for almost 2 hours here. We got 20 more minutes until today's race. It's on at 12:30, so we'll be there. And then I will be on Clint Stream today at either 5 or 9 p.m., which is either 3 or 7 West Coast time. But yeah, I'll see you guys there. Thanks for hanging out. Later.